best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a loss to Denver in the Rockies. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Collison is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Favors. And it's Ashik in the center position. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team that he started his career with to be a support player, but injuries, trades, and generally poor fits elevated Harris's importance to the team.
Here's Gay. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Collison kicks to Favors. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, getting back to Devin Harris, he can really help you. But you want to do one thing, limit his minutes. 11 full seasons under his belt. Slender in build. It's best to play him around half the game if you can.
Gay misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Ashik. Johnson can't get it to go.
You know, talking about the veteran Harris, his quickness was still apparent last season, and his skill set was a good fit for Coach Carlisle's flow offense. I mean, this guy's been around a long time, and there are very few that are quicker than him with the ball.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Favors attacking. And he banks in the layup. Favors has got his second basket of the game.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Harris dishes to Gay. That's good from Howard on the assist by Rudy Gay. Howard's got his first points of the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And stolen by Harris. Here we go, one-on-one. And then Gay with the jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And Ibaka kicks to Howard. No good. Great D that time from Favors. Outside Collison. They set the screen. Back to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Collison. Oladipo for 3. And another miss by Memphis. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. On the wing, Harris. Back to Ibaka. Screen by Howard. Jacks up a 3. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 points so far.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in the zone.
That's good.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Allen passes to Ibaka. Here's Harris. Goes up with it again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Darren Collison.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Suns lead by 5. Now Harris. It's Gay on the wing. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Collison hits them both. For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
Shots good by Gay.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Collison, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Harris dishes to Howard. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Nobody near Gay. The baseline J off the mark. Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Favors with the screen. Johnson against Harris. Johnson kicks to Ashik from downtown. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And first timeout of the game called for Phoenix.
And really, the Grizzlies might have dropped to 5th in the West in the final week, but they were near the top for most of last season. Often could be found in that 2 spot.
Suns lead by 7. Here is Bayless. They set the pick from downtown. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Grizzlies did slip late in the West, Greg, as you said. Still, you know, Clark, 35-17. That record in the conference was 3rd best.
And even more impressive was the fact that the Grizzlies played their best when playing the other top teams. They went 16-11 against the other Western Conference playoff teams.
Here is Bayless following the score by Memphis. He kicks it to O'Quinn. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Watson. That is good. And the Suns lead by 10.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen. A double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
The drive by Hill. And it's denied. Barnes kicks to Bayless. It's stolen by Hill. And now it's Hill running. He can go all the way. Misses in close. Suns leading by 10. Bayless the pass to O'Quinn. Kicks it to Ajinça. Off the screen. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aminu with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Watson dishes to Hill. Aminu with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And Aminu kicks to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. Watson the pass to Hawes. The Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Myers. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Bayless has got his 3rd assist on the night. Watson dishes to Hill. At the top of the key, Gordon. There's the pick. From past the arc. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
There's the dish to Barnes. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late-game losses, great buzzer beat.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 were by 5 points or less?
Phoenix calls timeout.
You know, trying to think back on all of the last-second losses for the Suns last year, guys. Heck, the Clippers, Milwaukee, Houston, the Grizzlies, Kings, and Warriors. Ouch.
Suns leading by 9.
You know, what is worse for the Suns in last year's buzzer beaters? A lot of them were from big men. Griffin hits a 3, Cousins hits a deep 2. Big men hitting big shots against them. At least they know it can't be as bad this year.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Here's Miles. Drains the 19-footer. And the Suns lead by 11.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Pick up by Hill. Watson kicks to Hill. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
There's a good screen. Barnes passes to Miles. He dishes it to Ajinça. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bayless. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
The 17-footer. Watson's shot is off. Suns leading by 9. Now Bayless. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to Barnes. From deep three-point range. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's hauled in by Watson.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Gordon with no one around. No good from outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Johnson. Omer Ashik is out there with Favors. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Collison at the 1 spot. Gay can't get it to go.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Harris against Johnson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Finished off the break.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Oladipo kicks to Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. And I like his work ethic and his confidence. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Back to Harris. The 3. No good. Great D that time from Collison.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
The drive by Gay. And stolen by Favors. And finished off by Oladipo.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Power down with both hands.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
2 on the clock. Here's Collison, and the shot falls short this time. Harris kicks to Ibaka. The Grizzlies pull it in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The feed to Oladipo. From outside, off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Gay in the corner. Ibaka outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's good. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And there's Devin Harris on the assist by Allen. Allen's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Again, Johnson missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Over in the corner, Allen. Here's Ibaka. And the rejection by Favors. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Collison. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career to date.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. He feeds it to Usher. It's stolen by Harris. Lays it in off the breakaway. Harris has got 8 points.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Howard dishes to Gay. Back to Howard. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
And the Suns making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Jordan Hill is checked in for Omer Asher. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Memphis known for how tough they are at home, but they were equally tough, Clark, on the road last season.
Yeah, grit and grind travels well, Kevin. I mean, even on the road, they were able to force teams to play at their pace.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to Hill. Over O'Quinn. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Suns have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
And guys, consistency always a key for the Grizzlies. And when you talk of consistency, how about having the same field goal percentage, whether away or at home?
Collison with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Feeds it to Favors. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And, you know, to be able to knock down shots on the road the same way you do at home is why the Grizzlies racked up 24 road wins. I mean, it helps when you can attack the basket as they do and work things inside close to the rim.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ibaka. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Devin Harris. O'Quinn, the pass to Ajinça. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's Gordon missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the wing on the left. Barnes kicks to Bayless. Shoots from the elbow. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Gordon outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
They set the pick. Barnes kicks to Ajinça. No luck. Great D that time from Favors. The Grizzlies trail by 4 and stolen by Barnes. Here is Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Suns have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Memphis.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Watson dishes to Hawes. Pick up by Hill. Hawes the pass to Hill. And that one's good. Hill's got 6.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Now Bayless. To the left wing. Here's Miles. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. He has 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That shot's good from Hawes. Suns lead by 4.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And O'Quinn kicks to Ajinça.
Back a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Pick up by Hill. Pause, dishes to Hill. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Aminu. Lock at 6. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Suns call time.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Here is Bayless. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ajinça up top. Fires the three. The shot's good from Bayless. And the Suns lead by 9.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Hill. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Hill's got 4 points this quarter. Here is Bayless. Dishes to Ajinça. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, the Phoenix Suns played well overall last season, but they still couldn't match up against some of the teams in the West. Had a hard time with in-conference battles.
And for the Suns last season, Greg, they ended with a record of 21-31 against the Western Conference. It's something that you can point to, Greg, as a reason they failed to make the postseason.
Great point, Kevin. And the big problem for the Suns were the other Western playoff teams. Only went 8-22 against the top 8 in the West.
Aaron Gray, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Grizzlies trail by 9. And here's Watson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That shot's good from Hawes.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Kicks it to Miles. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. Ajinça. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And it's Gordon missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Miles the pass to Ajinça. Knocks it loose. He kicks to Gray. Oh, and here we go. Watson, nobody back. And Aminu slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Phoenix ahead, leading by 6. And welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Gay has it rolling and going tonight. He's got 10 points and a steal. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rudy Gay is up there with Ibaka. Then there's Allen. Then there's Harris. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat, remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
Suns lead by 6. Ibaka outside. The dish to Allen. Back to Ibaka. Pass to Allen. And Ibaka kicks to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gay's got 12 points in the game. Favors with the screen. Collison kicks to Favors. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists in the game. Gay outside. Howard in the post. Working on Ashik. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's what I like. A nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender. Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Back to Harris. Down low. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant Clark as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
Allen, that's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
Just 4 to shoot. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Will it go? And another miss by Memphis.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Ibaka. Great D that time from Favors.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Collison. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Ashik. Collison dishes to Johnson. Now here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Nobody near Allen. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got his 7th assist in the game. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Suns?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound, just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Suns.
Well, I tell you, the Grizzlies guys were really dominant in the first half of the season last year, but after the All-Star break, barely played above 500.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. And Memphis would end up going 16-13 over the back half of last season. Down the stretch, they would only go 5 up and 5 down in the final 10.
Yeah, and Kevin, all those games so important as they jockeyed for position in the West. It was so fluid and volatile down the stretch. They could have been anywhere from a 2nd seed to a 6th on any given day, and they just happened to slump at the wrong time.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Screen by Ibaka. Off the pick. That one wide left.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Got that one up quick. And it's 7 points for Johnson.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Collison against Harris. Allen left side. And it's Harris off the drive. Gay. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Gay's got 4 this quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Ashik. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Allen with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Harris misses. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Collison, the pass to Johnson. There's the bucket. Good. Johnson's got 9.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Harris against Collison. 5 to shoot. Harris kicks to O'Quinn. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but, Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ibaka. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Allen. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Devin Harris. Watson dishes to Hill. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot from 16. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
Nobody near Barnes. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Watson kicks to Gordon. And it's Aminu in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year. But overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
Bayless the pass to Miles. He dishes it to Ajinça. From deep. Another three for Phoenix.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Watson dishes to Hawes. To halt the run. Knocked away. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. And Miles kicks to Bayless. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Watson the pass to Hawes. But they recover it. Kicks it out to Gordon. They get it back.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Here's Ajinça. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Out to the right wing. Here's O'Quinn. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And Aminu slams it in.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Suns leading by 17. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Watson. And Bayless kicks to O'Quinn. To the right side. For the three. Spencer Hawes grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And guys, Spencer Hawes signed a 4-year, $23 million contract with the Clippers prior to last season. Not sure the Clippers felt like they got their money's worth. He did improve a little bit in the playoffs. There still may be some hope for him in L.A.
Well, I'd have to agree with you, Kevin. I mean, he had some moments, but on the season shot a career low from the foul line as well as in several other areas.
The Suns making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Now Bayless. He has 6. And the layup's good off the glass. 15 points for Howard.
And getting back to Spencer Hawes, he actually stayed pretty healthy last season. He had obviously one of the best point guards in the NBA feeding him the basketball. But for some reason, Hawes couldn't hit even 40% of his shots.
The drive by Gordon. Here's Hill. Pass to Aminu. Gordon for 3. Bayless grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 17. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barnes dishes to Ajinça. Here's Bayless. And a miss there on the triple. Aminu with it. Now the feed to Watson. And it's sent back by Howard. And they get it back. And that's not going to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns lead. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And for the Suns, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Favors is out there with Omer Asher. Then there's Collison. Then it's Johnson. And it's Oladipo in the shooting guard position. Johnson goes in. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Poked away. Collison kicks to Johnson. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And it's 13 points for Johnson.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer. And Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Timeout called, the Suns.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career. Well, Darren Collison has been getting it done. 10 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks. And he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Oladipo misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And it's Harris off the drive. And the shot is good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Harris against Collison. Here is Favors. Clock at 6. And it's Johnson penetrating. A Sheik. A follow-up flush.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Ibaka, the pass to Gay. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Ashik. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Allen dishes to Howard. He feeds it to Ibaka. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Screen by Ashik. Collison kicks to Favors. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Shot off the screen. And the bank shot is good. Gay's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others. How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And the pass to Johnson. Screen by Ashik. Collison with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Here's Favors. And it's sent back by Howard. And here is Ibaka. He's looking for Howard and finds him. The shot by Allen. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Good.
Timeout call for Memphis.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Now here's Collison. Favors with the screen. Collison, the pass to Johnson. And good on the basket. Book it. Johnson's got 12 points in just the second half.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 on the clock. Ibaka goes in from about 16. Offensive rebound. Allen kicks to Gay. Feeds it to Howard. Ibaka outside. No good off the back of the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Johnson. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Johnson's got 19 points.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Gay against Oladipo. 18 feet out. Gay, that's good. Gay's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Favors sets the pick for Johnson. Off the screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Harris kicks to Howard. They set the pick. Pass to Gay. There's the triple. Can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Collison with it. Picked up by Harris. Johnson with a screen on Harris. A wide open look here for Oladipo. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Gay kicks to Howard. And Harris wide open. He shoots. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Memphis has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And for 3, Collison. Johnson dishes to Collison. At the top of the key, Favors. Back to Collison. Rebound by the Suns. 22 is their biggest lead. Harris passes to Allen. Ibaka outside. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Grizzlies timeout.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. So both teams making some changes here. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Now Collison. Right side Hill. And again, Memphis no good.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass on.
Collison kicks to Favors to stop the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the right side. Dishes it to Ajinça. Kicks to Bayless. Pass to O'Quinn. And there's the feed to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Cannot hit. The Grizzlies trailed by 15. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up. And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 17. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. There's the screen. Watson dishes to Hawes. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got his 6th assist on the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Ajinça the pass to O'Quinn, and it's Bayless in the corner. Shot clock at 5, and that one's good. And the Suns lead by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Phoenix.
Right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Rudy Gay. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Watson kicks to Hawes. That 3 off the mark. The shot and game clock separated by 4. There's the dish to Miles. He kicks to O'Quinn. Releases from 15. Bank shot, no good. Gordon dishes to Hawes. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Spencer Hawes.
Here is Bayless. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is...